And we're live. Oh my gosh, this is December 30th. Welcome to a diet for an ascending light body message today. I wanted to make sure that everybody knows what's up with how to build their light body, their healthy body for the fifth dimensional frequency. If you're planning on ascending, you got to do this. So, on my Facebook page and on this video, I will tell you, I already posted a previous 30-minute, very intense, lots of information video that I did on, let's see, it's called The Best Diet for Building Your 5D Body. So that hasn't changed. It's still so. And it's still very, very important. So I want you to go back and listen to that for all the details that you might need to support you in making wise choices for going, if you are a meat eater, or if you're pescatarian. So if you're, what is it, carnivorous? Yes. And if you're pescatarian, which is fish eating, and you want to switch over to full vegetarian, no eggs, but dairy is okay, or full vegan, which is no dairy, no animal products of any kind. And it's not necessary to be vegan, by the way, to get into your ascending body. So welcome to all of you beautiful souls. This is the subject for today. And I thank you for joining me. There were a few people who did ask questions, and I did check my email prior to going live. So I'll be answering people's questions about some specifics for them about the food situation and what's best to eat and what's not. So a couple of things. It's really, really important. My guides are always telling me, and they're still telling me, that I'm not doing enough of this. So I'm going to have to get on the stick, because I think that the intensity of our body being building into this new light level is even increasing more now. So the demand for high mineral levels is really, really important. And I wanted to just show, I have a whole stack of books here. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you all of them. I have actually many more, but this book, Eat to Live, by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He's a medical doctor and a cardiologist, and he is he himself is vegan. He has recipes in here for transitional diet, from going from meat or pescatarian to vegetarian, and some of them include egg recipes, and then he has some that are just dairy, and then many that are just vegan. So the vegan ones are a great baseline, because it's your nuts, your seeds, your legumes. Legumes, by the way, some people don't know what that means. Chickpeas, lentils, peas, all kinds of beans. And somebody gave me some giganta beans the other day, and I forgot how much I love them. Those big white beans are delicious and chock full of protein and creamy and wonderful. But this book is so valuable, not only for the recipes. And he also has a book just on Eat to Live. Both of them have the list of the greens, and I read them off in the other video, so I'm not going to repeat myself. I want you to go back to YouTube and find it, and I also did post it on Facebook. He gave a list of 100-calorie foods and the amount of protein that's in them, the amount of vitamin A, the different minerals. And I think most of you will be shocked and surprised and hopefully delighted that the vegetarian kingdom of food is huge, and the richness of the minerals and life force is important, without taking life, without killing an animal, without moving into unconscious behavior as if that animal wasn't a sentient being, because it is. We're moving into 5D, which is a frequency of greater love and brotherhood. And that means brotherhood to your brothers and sisters who are also animals. Scientists have done all kinds of studies that these animals are sentient beings. They have feelings. If plants can respond to positive and negative thoughts that are ours, that we project out to them, And we know dogs, cats, other animals respond to love. We have to remember they are sentient, feeling beings. If we lived in a time where hunting was the only source of food, of course that's blessed. But that's not what we're living in right now. There are areas of the world where that is still so. And most of those people are consciously blessing their food. And they're working in harmony with that which is available in nature. But in most of modern society, that is no longer an issue. And if we're moving into this higher spiritually connected, ascending body into fifth dimensional reality, remember, up the octave on the piano. So 3D is one octave. 5D is the next octave. That next octave means lighter food, means conscious eating, means non-violence. Very, very important. So this book is wonderful, and his regular book on Eat to Live without the cooking recipes is also absolutely great. I love it. It was a great resource for many of my clients, and some really lovely, salad dressing recipes and main dishes. And it's like, for those of us, for people who haven't done a lot of cooking and need help, this is a great basic vegetarian or vegan starter. It's just lovely and helps you transition into other diets from being a meat eating. Okay, so one of the most important things that we need to do is make sure that we eat tons of greens. I'm still needing to eat more greens. So eating seaweed is okay. It's full of iodine and really good for us. But also eating lots of greens, and I give in the other video lots of reasons why. But on this one, I just want to give you a list of greens that you may or may not be thinking of or exposed to or may not even like. But I think if you go and start exploring different ways to eat them and bring them into your diet, you'll benefit yourself in the long run. But, start traversing on that path and see where it takes you. Okay, so we know spinach and romaine are obvious ones because they're basic to many people's diets. They're your European leafy green salads, the baby lettuces. They're chock full of minerals. Kale, it's a superstar. There are at Costco and other places you can get bins and bags of super greens. So the super greens are fabulous because they have many different kinds of greens. So you're getting an assortment of dense minerals which our bodies need, because we are moving from a carbon-based body to a crystal or silica-based body. This transition requires tons of minerals, folks, tons of minerals. So if you don't get enough minerals, you end up depleting your body and your vitality levels. So you want to make sure that you do that for your best health and for your best transition opportunity in terms of your body. Okay, mustard greens and chard, bok choy, broccoli, those are ones that we know well. Okay, so those are great. Now, in terms of protein, as I said, dairy is okay. So for some people who can tolerate dairy, it's fine to do, cow cheeses, yogurts, goat cheeses and yogurts, sheep cheeses and yogurts. If your body does well, or buffalo, I think buffalo cheese is a big thing now too, buffalo mozzarella. Any of those, yaks, if you live in Tibet. Anyway, so those are possibilities. We don't recommend that after you're 10 or 12 years old that you do dairy straight milk, because most of us don't have the enzymes to process it, and it ends up being toxic to your system. So it's better to have the fermented, so the cheeses and the yogurts, as a way of taking the dairy in. Now, there are lots of people who are producing nut and seed cheeses, the vegan cheeses. Some of them are just absolutely fabulous. Myokos, MYOKO''S, is a wonderful source for lots of cashew and coconut-based cheeses. And she does a lovely, lovely job. And lots of my vegan clients who are vegan only because they can't eat cheese because their body is like allergic to the casein or the lactose. You know, there are other options out there. Okay, what is really, really important also is one of the reasons that we're going from the carbon based to the silica based is because we're going into a higher frequency and it'll be lighter. And in order to do that, we have to build this crystal body. So in building this crystal body, there are three foods that you really need to avoid. So the purpose of building the crystal body and your new grid is so that, and I've explained this in my other videos, but I'll do it here for those of you who are first timers. Like Legos, you know how they click together and lock. We want this new crystal body to click together and lock and build on itself, okay? If you eat mushrooms and you're a level 10 and higher, you can build the first layer or two. It's slower, number one. Number two, it doesn't do this click and lock. It's more like a wobbly, wavy thing. And then when you get to the third layer, it's really much, much, much harder if you're continuing to eat mushrooms. Now, as I said in the earlier video, if you have cancer and you need to use mushrooms to heal, by all means, do what you need to do and listen to your Ayurvedic or naturopathic doctor and do those remedies, and they'll be helpful. I also had to use that in 2018 because I had breast cancer and I had surgery, and I used mushrooms as well as Ayurvedic herbs and juicing, etc., to get well. Okay, then the other ones is no spirulina because it's an algae, and it's, again, makes things wobbly, as well as chlorella. It's the same. And I know there's super nutrient foods. I'm not denying that. For people who are in 3D and under a level 10, they work great. But in the powdered greens that I highly recommend people buy, like Barleans or, well, they're the different grasses that are out there. You can make sure that you look down the list of ingredients. And if you're not sure if something's a mushroom, look up the words to find out, because you don't want to be eating mushrooms in those powdered greens. And many of them have them because they are super healthy for a person who's under a level 10. Okay, so that's right. Okay, we've done that. Now, the other thing is this. People don't know what frequency level they are in terms of their spiritual frequency. So when is my body ready to start building a 5D light body? Well, unless you can go to a practitioner and somebody who does energy reading and can see where you are, you know, you won't know unless you know that you've been on a spiritual path for a very, very, very long time. I've done lots of meditation, lots of selfless service. You know, you can probably assume that you're over. But if you know even that you are under a 10, a 7, an 8, or a 9, you can still choose to do the vegetarian and vegan diet. It will actually help raise your spiritual frequency faster. So my guides, when I asked them about this today, because the other video said this is for people 10 and up, higher spiritually, they said because the ascension time is this year, there'll be, I heard, like 7 different dates for humanity to go up that octave, and people are ready to go up that octave on the earth to the new frequency earth. That there's 7 different kind of like energetic, I guess you would call it liftoff times. I don't know what we're lifting off into. None of us have ever done this before, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. But if you want to make sure that your love for humanity, that your love for animals, that your love for the planet, and you're wanting to be in a 5th dimensional world that is based on love, on brotherhood, on working together for the common goal of humanity and the planet, then it would be best for you to just embrace moving into vegetarian and or vegan diets so that you can just plunge forward. In the old days, I would have said 3 to 6 months for people to transition depending on their body. Mostly 3 was plenty. Some people did 4. A few people, because they were really hard pressed to have to leave either their favorite chicken or their fish, would take 6 months. But really nowadays, because time is much faster, you can do this transition within 4 to 8 weeks with ease and grace. So go for it and do it. Lots of books out there in how to do that. Lots of recipes. The YouTube video market is replete with people offering all kinds of love and support and ideas for how to do different kinds of diets. Okay. So then the next one, somebody asked about sugar-free chocolate, and is it okay to do pleasure eating? I had a giggle, especially since I had yesterday a friend of mine drop by another person's gift to me, which was a stack of, I'm pretty sure, pretty expensive chocolate bars because they all won awards. And the first one that hit my eye was lemon white chocolate with lemon salt. OMG, it was wonderful. So if I'm guilty and wrong for eating lemon chocolate, so be it. But no, my guides are giggling and they're saying it is fine to eat for pleasure. It is one of the joys of being in a 3D body, is that we have absolutely lovely opportunities for making beautiful foods. So just bless your food. You know, remember that when you put your energy of love and consciousness into gratitude for the food that's in front of you, whether it's a simple piece of bread or a piece of chocolate or a whole chocolate bar or some kind of wonderful dessert that you love, or your favorite, what did somebody else said the other day that they were feeling guilty about? They called me and they said, oh yeah, it was Greek fries. They were having Greek fries. And they're going, they're greasy, and I know this is not great for me, but my mind was wanting it, and I went like, you know what? It's about loving yourself. So it was still, you know, in the diet recommendations, so there was no going wrong. So let yourself enjoy and bless whatever it is you're eating, from an apple to a salad to sauteed greens to a dessert. Love and be grateful, so you'll be fine. Now somebody, it's actually one person asked several questions. Sprouts instead of greens. Can you eat sprouts instead of greens? Okay, there's 2 things here. Sprouts are wonderful. They are full of life force. They have tons of vitamins. The amount of minerals that they have is not exactly what you need. So I'm just going to go ask my guides very quickly if they want to say something about that. Hold on just a second. Okay. Yeah, they're saying that I'm correct. That the life-giving force of sprouts is powerful. However, in this transition time, we need greens, deep greens. Find a way to have them. I generally, I will put them in casseroles. I put them in salads. Sometimes I'll chop some apples with them or nuts and have maybe occasionally a little bit of cheese, you know, in the salad with them. I also make a number of different beautiful soups in lovely vegetarian broths, and then just chop up those greens and throw them in and just have wilted greens, you know, whatever kind of sauce, whether it's a Japanese or a Chinese or a Thai or East Indian, or I put them with lentils or some kind of beans. You know, just make sure you get a couple of cups of densely chopped greens every day, because you absolutely need them to build this new body. Okay, then the other question was on frozen vegetables, frozen greens. Are they as good as the other ones? And the answer is yes. They're actually frozen vegetables, because they are flash frozen, pretty soon after they've left the harvest of the field, they generally actually have more vitamins and minerals still in them that aren't lost by doing the quick flash freezing. So frozen vegetables are fine, and getting organic ones is not that hard. There's lots of places that carry. Almost every grocery store has frozen organic vegetables. And you want to do organic because the pesticides are so hard on your brain. It causes dementia, hard on your liver, it's hard on your kidneys, and will actually cause debilitating diseases. You don't need that. Get conscious about what's going into your body. The more of us that demand organic food, the more organic farmers will show up. The more organic farms will be supported. And we want to stay away from genetically modified food. You want to look for non-GMO, that's non-genetically modified food. Because no organisms in there you want that's modifying anything. Because number one, our brains are negatively impacted by that. Number two, our bodies do not recognize modified food as well. We don't digest it as well. People have digestive issues. So pay attention. Stay away from wheat and grains that are sprayed, that are GMO. They are genetically modified, as well as sprayed with Roundup. And it has a name, the chemical. It escapes me right now, but when I think of it later, I'll put it on the Facebook Live message, and I'll just say, oh gosh, it's at the tip of my tongue. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Stay away from pesticides. You don't need them. You want to keep away from them. There's a way to work in harmony with the earth to get what you need. All right, then the other question was about aptogenic herbs. Herbs are fine. They do not get in the way of ascension. You can use them to get healthy if you've gotten sick. You can use them to stay healthy so you don't get sick, which is what I do. Actually, COVID's been kind of a blessing because I have been vigilant, like a little soldier, about taking my stuff to keep my immune system going, which was more than the average amounts that they RDA, which is ridiculously low, of vitamin D3, more than the RDA of vitamin C, more than the RDA of vitamin A. RDA means recommended daily allowance by the feds. Don't trust what they're saying. They're not telling anybody how to stay healthy during this. They're just telling you to get vaccinated, which is fine. But even people who are vaccinated, you need to make sure that you take immune supporting supplements and herbs, because there are many bleed through cases. So you want to have a little control over your health. And it's fine to do either way. I don't have any judgment around it. I just think you need to take care. So I've been really blessed. I've been doing herbs, and I've been doing all these extra supplements, including zinc and NAC, N-acetylcysteine. Some people who can't take that can take quercetin, Quercetin, quercetin. It's what is it called? Antioxidant, high-level antioxidant, which also helps your cells. So do what you can to stay healthy, but your ascending light body requires, and moving into 5D, even if you're not a level 10 yet, requires the choice to choose love, the choice to do nonviolence, which is you don't kill animals for food. There are a few people, like 2 to 3%, who have to have a little bit of fish or flesh food, a little bit, like maybe 3 servings or 4 a week, to get through, because their bodies do not do well on a straight vegetarian or vegan diet. And so, listen to that. But you don't need it every day. You don't need it 3 meals a day. Some people only need it 3 or 4 times a week, and they're fine. And then eventually you don't need it at all. Okay, so I think the other thing is nutritional yeast. forgot to mention that. Nutritional yeast chock full of B vitamins. Very good to, put in dips, in your casseroles. I sprinkle it on my oatmeal or into my yogurt. I sprinkle it on veggies, on pasta, whatever. Baked potatoes. Very, very good for you. Super good for you. It's a great way to get your B vitamins. All right, and I think we are just about ready now to start the love light language to support the corridor in you so that you support yourself with being willing to listen to what your body's needing. So, sometimes, and I'm guilty of this, sometimes I eat something because I want it, not because my body wants it, not because I need it. And that's usually an emotional or stress-based response to things. So I've been working on, tuning in, especially in the last 6 months, to listening to what does my body really want today? And it's been interesting in the last, 6-7 months. I've been wanting a ton more vegetables. So my body's craving that. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing, you guys. Building that crystal body, you need, and I think I talk about it in the other video, you need horsetail, silica. Horsetail is a weed that grows alongside of the road. It grows wild on the mountains, in areas that are not arid, like the desert, pretty much all over the country. You can buy them in capsules. I would say take 2 to 4 a day if you're just beginning to build your crystal body, to build that silica level up. Also, Horsetail Tea is really lovely. It's a very soft tea. It's very alkalinizing, and it feels, it feels soft and comforting when I drink it. So you can drink it. You can take horsetail and make sure you wash it really good. If it's from the side of the road, make sure it's not sprayed, or if it's from the woods, you want to clean it. You can make tea out of it. You can put it in your smoothies, just like you can put greens in your smoothies. A lot of people do that, put their super greens in their smoothie with their fruit so that they don't taste the greens. So however way you get it down. Oh, and one other thing. I wanted to show you those other cookbooks. Don't mind me. I'm just a little bit of an airhead. All right. Here are some of, so I showed you the Eat to Live. Hold on a second. I'm going to grab the stack here behind me. Okay. My dear friend Michael gave me this wonderful book. It's The World Vegetarian by Madura, Joffrey. And her recipes are outstanding. Well, let's see. She got some kind of an award. Let's see here. Oh, the James Beard Foundation Award for Excellence. And her recipes are absolutely wonderful from all over the world. Vegetarian and vegan recipes to die for. So, ideas? Well, let's see. Pages and pages and pages and pages of ideas. So this is a good one. The other one on sprouting, life food recipes, Love Your Body, by Victor Kulvinskas. He was very popular in the 70s and 80s. It was a very big deal in the 90s. Let's see, and it's connected to the Hippocrates Health Institute. I believe it's down in San Diego. But they help people, grow grasses, grow sprouts, and help people with cancer and other kinds of illnesses recover from surgeries or chemo or whatever, or some people use this as a method to try to clear their cancer. So that's another good one, and it also gives vital, powerful nutrition to your cells. Okay, and then there are books, this is just one of them, on Ayurvedic Nutrition, and they work with what's good for your body type, your dosha, D-O-S-H-A, which is your body type, and they help you find the foods and the tastes that your body needs to find its harmony, its balance, and stop cravings. It's a wonderful, wonderful method. And there's lots of naturopathic doctors and some medical doctors who are really astute in understanding how to do that. And then one of my because I love and adore Thai food. I was raised on Indonesian rice table. My parents were born and raised in Indonesia, even though they're Dutch. And my mother was a wonderful Indonesian cook, and so was my grandma. And so the flavors of Thai food, when they started coming to the United States, I felt like I'd gone home and died and went to heaven. That, you know, little Thai restaurants could be around the corner and have vegetarian and vegan foods available. So this is a great vegetarian Thai cookbook by Jackum, Jackum Brown. This has great recipes in it for the novice, which I am with this kind of cooking. And it was, from salads to soups to main dishes, appetizers, they got it all. Okay, and the other one, there are lots of people who are trying to do paleo. Being a vegetarian paleo is way easier than being a vegan paleo, and there's books out there on that. But I had a couple of clients who needed to know how to do vegan paleo. So there's this wonderful cookbook called the Everything Vegan Paleo Cookbook by Daylin Fortney, and Daylin is spelled Daelyn. Her last name is Fortney, Fortney. I'll put these books listed later on, both on my YouTube listing and the Facebook, so that you know that you can go. But you know, gosh, the bookstores are full of ideas. The other thing, I want to give a shout out to the what religion is it? Seventh-day Adventist. They saved my life back in 1972 and 73 because I had to learn how to cook vegetarian. I embraced the spiritual path that required it. My husband and I had already been trying it. We were just doing fish at the time and eggs. But we really needed to know what to eat besides cheese, fish, and eggs. And when we became vegetarian, it was cheese and what else do we eat, right? So I went to, I was asking at the health food store where I could learn how to cook vegetarian, and one of the most fabulous resources, and you may want to check in your community, was the Seventh-day Adventist Church, because they are vegetarian and many are vegan. And I tell you, they're actually more vegan than they are vegetarian, but anyway, they have both available. It was a godsend because they taught me how to create delicious bean recipes and loaves, almond rice loaves, and beautiful different kinds of salads and vegetables and patties and croquettes and pastas, and you know, way to do things so that you got the protein that you needed and got the vegetables that you also needed to stay healthy. And you know, when you're raised on mostly meat and eggs, and your world of vegetables is like, what was the world of our vegetables? I hated canned spinach that my mother served. So we did peas, carrots, onions, cabbage, broccoli, celery, peppers, and bean sprouts for Chinese dishes. I'm trying to think. Cauliflower, potatoes, of course, and sweet potatoes. But that was pretty much our world. And salad, you know, mostly iceberg lettuce. I mean, romaine lettuce, I don't know that my mother ever served that until way later. I think when I introduced romaine lettuce to her as part of a mainstay. So, you know, it was pretty narrow. Now I eat this whole breadth of opportunities of all kinds of greens and international dishes. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to take a swig of water. And let's do the light language for opening the corridor for you to become conscious and for you to support yourself. So listen to this as much as you need to, for you to support yourself in loving and allowing yourself to choose healthy. Opening this corridor will help you listen and feel what your body wants. If you stop and ask, okay, what do I need right now? Do I need protein? Do I need protein in greens? Do I need a piece of fruit? Do I need a big salad? Do I want a bowl of lots of hot veggies? Like, listen to your body. Your body will tell you. And if you listen to it, you'll move into greater and greater harmony with your body, greater and greater wellness. And build that crystal body faster, too. Okay, so let's do a quick whirl. Just 2 breaths of white light. You guys are pros at this now. Let the tornado of white light go around you so that negative thought forms, memories and experiences of yesterday, today, your dreams, whatever, get washed off. And again, one more time. Calling in your angels, guides, to love and support you, all the beings on the side of the light. I'm going to move back a little bit more so you can see my arms. Let me see here. That one shows, this one does not. Nope, wrong way. I think, well, let's see here. Sorry, you guys, should have a marker on the floor where I go to. All right. So let's do the royal blue light. Allow the consciousness of God, or the divine, or the creator, whatever you want to call it, move into your body and into your energy field, 1,500 feet to 7,000, depending on how big your personal frequency is. We're all connected to the divine source of love and empowerment. So allow that consciousness of God, that royal blue color, to move into your field, into your cells, down into your bones. So these corridors of new truth frequencies, these light codes, can come into your body. That's what these sounds are light codes. Breathing that in, good. Now, let's do emerald green light for your heart chakra in the third dimension. Allowing that love for you, that love for your body to move into your physical body. And into your emotional body and into your mental body. Just allow it down here lower, where you can touch your heart energy, that energy of connecting to yourself with love. Food is about nurturing yourself. Food is about nurturing others. Bless your food. Bless the ability to love and be grateful. Now let's pull in that 5th dimensional heart chakra color, lime green. I'm going to need more water here in a second. Lime green. Breathing 2 breaths of lime green in. Expanding that. 1,000 feet to 6,000 feet max. Connecting with your 5th dimensional heart, for those of you who are fully lined up to that. Sorry about that. And of course, the violet spectrum of light, God's love and support for you in the body, for your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies. 2 breaths. Another one. Pulling it in. And my guides are saying, please bring the spectrum of orange colored light, 2nd chakra, for joy. Here we go again, more joy. I think I have colors right here. Oranges, reds, vitality. Joy. Let's bring joy in. The joy of eating healthy. The joy of listening to your body. And your body saying, thank you, thank you, thank you for listening to me. Okay. And another breath of orange, the whole spectrum. It's like the palest peach to the deepest orange. And smile with gratitude that this joy is moving into your cells and into your energy field and into the expression of who you are in the body. Yes. Now, we've not done red in this last week, so let's bring red in, that root chakra color. Connecting all your higher chakras down to that root chakra of being in the body, being safe, being alive, and having gratitude for having a physical body. Being grounded to the earth that loves and supports you. Good, 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 good. One more breath. Great. All right, here it goes. I have no idea what's coming, but I'm sure it'll be good. All right, my guides, my angels are all in tow. I've requested everyone to be present. You do the same. Each of you are beautiful, powerful, valuable, and worthy. Here we go. May the love light of the divine creator that created you move into your energy field, into your mind, into your heart, and into your body. It's called union. Union with love. A tu 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 ayohu. A tu a tu a tu. A tu 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 ayohu. Ai. Oh. Oh. Asa. Amanako. 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 Ati otu asakaya. Mona. Atiasa. Otu. Eyu omono. Eyu amana. Kaya. Asa. Otu. Amana. Eyu amana. Otu e amanatu. Ata asio. Ata a. Matakayo. Asi. Omono asa otu. Atiakaya mononono asai. Ea o. Aya. Fumasaya. Fumana otopotoko. Aie otu. Esa ofotokoyomo no ai otu. Asakaya. Tai. Etu ataya mono asi. Atakayo. Aseo mana. Aseo manatu. Atu. Atua. Ase. Aseo umanakaya. Ata omono. Ata asia monotu. Manasaya aya u ataya monoko ai. Asaya manaya a. O tuo kaya manai. Asaya. And that translation is, I am grateful to be breathing. I am grateful to have a body. I am grateful to be receiving love into my body directly from Spirit. I am grateful for the water that I drink, the food that I get to eat that nourishes me, the food that I get to prepare and share with others that feeds and nourishes their souls and their bodies. I am full of gratefulness. I am connected to the divine creator that created me, that loves me, and that holds me tenderly in this process of my ascension, of my building into the greater I am that I can be. I hold the beauty and the truth of possibility within me. I hold the truth and the beauty and the possibility within you and within others. We are brothers and sisters of humanity, the family of man. We are rising up. I am grateful to know the foods that will assist my rising up, my working in harmony with my body, with sharing love with me that the divine has given me to support and love me. I am grateful. And so it is. Thank you for the privilege and honor of sharing this precious time with each of you. I wish you much love for the day, for this coming new year ahead. See you in the 5D Ascension process. Bye-bye. Ending the video.